Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Crypto Takeover coming back with another Bitcoin analysis video for y'all this evening. Bitcoin trying to make its way back up, maybe to the 9,300 area, 9,400 area. We're currently getting a little bit of support on our trend lines, and we're going to take a look at the charts, see what that might be telling us. Are we going to be heading a little bit higher, or will we start to get a sell-off at some point? Let's take a look at the charts. Tune in. Stay tuned. Here we go. So I've been noticing a little bit of shadow banning from YouTube here lately. So hopefully this video gets produced and brought to y'all very well. And I highly encourage y'all to comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way y'all can be updated every single video that I make on this channel, and that we go over the Bitcoin charts every single day on this channel as well too. I do want to let y'all know that the 45 or the 35% off special has been open for the Patreon page now, so feel free to check that out. I am going to leave that open for at least through the weekend, maybe only for a day or two. So go ahead and get signed up for that 35% off special. I'll probably be closing it sometime relatively soon. So if you wanted to jump into the trading group with us and stay up to date day by day, even on the weekends for the most part, and get my extreme biased opinion on where these markets might be headed to, then go ahead and get signed up for the Patreon page and join our trading group as well too. So let's go into the charts here. We're looking at the 15-minute time frame, the 30-minute time frame. Let's see. So we can kind of see here we're kind of wanting to push back to the top side. Our money flow is also moving with us too as well. Let's go into our 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame starting to get another nice little bounce here on the 30-minute time frame. Money flow kind of moving back into that greenish area, but we could expect maybe a little bit of a retracement sometime soon. We'll have to see exactly how this wants to play out for us. Let's go into our 45-minute time frame. 45-minute time frame making a nice little leg back to the upside there. Anchor wave is being put in now too as well, so we'll have to really wait to see how this wants to play out. Currently sitting above our VWAP, as y'all can see there too. Let's turn off Cypher SR. Let's go on into our 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, VWAP also kind of clipping down just a tad bit. We are starting to get a nice little ascending triangle maybe here, or a nice little ascending channel to the top side here that we could probably draw off. But notice how we're just riding this trend line resistance very, very slow and steadily too as well. We haven't broken back up into the triangle just yet, but it does look like we are wanting to kind of ride this up in some type of channel formation that could be forming here too as well. Money flow looks like it's ready to start moving back to the upside there on our 1 hour. So we're really going to have to wait to see how this wants to play out. Let's go into our 90-minute time frame. 90-minute time frame, what is it telling us here? Looks like we're trying to get another bullish cross back with our two EMAs as well too. So we could see a nice little push to the upside. Money flow also moving to the upside here too as well, as you can see. Definitely would be very cautious about playing this, but it does look like we could make a nice little push back up maybe to the 9,300 area. That does look like a possibility. We were going into our 2 hour time frame. Looks like we want to start to see a little cross here, a bullish cross. We were getting actually a lot of fake outs here on our 2 hour time frame. 2 blood diamonds there as of yesterday, and then also we can see our money flow that wants to move back to the upside there, probably putting in a nice little anchor wave here to the top side as well too. Going on into our 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame also kind of giving us that same structure, maybe wanting to move back into that green money flow. You know, we're starting to see a little bit of these trend change signals going off on Cypher A as well. Those blue triangles just mean a nice little trend change that could occur as well too. So definitely keeping a close eye on these time frames would be a good idea. Don't forget that y'all can also join the YouTube membership page if you'd like to as well. And basically I'll do altcoin analysis reviews on there, and it's a little bit cheaper than the Patreon page, but you don't get access to the private trading group. This is just for the private videos pretty much. So check that out if you're interested. And then also sign up for the newsletter. We're on our way to 3,000 subs. I'm doing a $100 giveaway at 3,000 subs, so I highly encourage y'all to sign up for the newsletter. That is the only way to qualify for the $100 giveaway that I have going on. So make sure that you sign up. I'll be sending out a newsletter here relatively soon. And then everyone, don't forget we have the 35% off special that is going on right now. So I will leave this open for a few days. Go ahead and get signed up with us. It is the beginning of the month, so you'll only have to pay once for the beginning of the month, and then you can get all the private updates through the Patreon page as well too. So looking back at the charts here, let's go into our 6-hour time frame. 6-hour time frame here. Starting to see a nice little bit bullish push back to the upside as well too. Money flow looking pretty steady, off to the side. It doesn't look like it's wanting to move up or down for the most part, just kind of sideways movement action. Taking a look at the 8-hour time frame as well, also kind of getting us a nice little sideways movement here. Blue wave looks like it's ready to start moving back up. That could be short-lived though. I'll just have to wait to see how this wants to play out. 12-hour time frame, getting a nice little bullish push back to the upside here. So what I'm thinking that we'll get probably a push back to the upside, but then we'll get our another death cross here too. This does look like it might want to just be like a kind of a wick, and we could see a nice little bullish wick here before we continue to start to sell off maybe a little bit. But I definitely consider this probably a consolidation range before our next big move is to occur. I'm expecting a relatively big move sometime soon too. So probably going on into that. The first half of July, I'm thinking some high volatility is to occur, and then if whether or not we're going to have this sell-off by the end of July or not, that's yet to be determined, but we'll have to just be patient and wait for that big move to occur. You can see here on our 21-hour we're actually just wicking up above our EMA, but currently it's still pretty major resistance for us as of right now. Going into our daily time frame, also giving us another push back to that 13 EMA, as you can see, kind of holding that as resistance as well. So we'll have to wait to see how this daily candle ends up closing, if we're going to maybe make another candle body that's up above here, or if we're going to continue back to the downside. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on the 1 day for this EMA squeeze that could occur. Also, our money flow is also kind of rounding off to that bottom side there too as well. So that's just something to take note of moving forward. Let's go on into our 2-day time frame. 2-day time frame also giving us still some nice little move to the downside. We probably could get that same thing that we had on our 1 day. We started getting these Christmas tree patterns below our 0 pivot point, and then I would probably expect that same thing to happen on the 2-day as well too moving forward. So we'll have to wait to see how this candle wants to close out, but it looks like it will probably close by the 3rd of July, so relatively soon, going on into the weekend. We might have an idea of whether or not this wants to consolidate out a little bit more, or whether or not it's ready to pump or dump. So 3-day clearly looks like it's ready to continue to move down to the downside too as well. So just something to take note of there. Turning on our buy and sell signals, our handy dandy trusted buy and sell signals that I teach you how to set up inside of the Patreon page. I teach you basically everything, how I set up my charts in that Patreon page as well too. So highly encourage y'all to come check it out and join us on that page as well. Let's going on into our 4-day time frame. We're starting to actually dip below our 13 EMA here, which is right at about 9,300. So I could definitely see 9,300 being of some resistance for us moving forward. But who knows if we decide to wick back up. But as far as on our 3 days concerned, it does look like this is relatively wanting to move to the downside, or maybe consolidate in between these two key EMAs here too as well. Going on into our 4-day time frame, we're getting that same kind of bearish count. That's an extended bearish count. Well, it's not extended, but we're starting to have that bearish count there. It could end up being extended if it decides to move down any further, that's for sure. 4-day also kind of making a rounded money flow there. So let's see, aggressive 13 to the downside here on the 5-day. Blue waves are also kind of moving down just a tad bit. So it's definitely going to be expecting some high volatility moving forward from here on out. That is for dang sure. getting support at our 13 EMA on our 5-day, which is right at about 9100. So if we start to see a close below 9100, then I would definitely anticipate more of a downside movement action to happen from there on out. And we're currently waiting for a confirmation on these higher time frames to see what wants to happen there. It looks like that weekly flash has gone away there for that sell on the weekly. So we'll have to wait to see how this wants to play out. It does look like we are anticipating some more sideways movement as of right now, and then possibly another big movement that could occur relatively soon. So stay tuned, stay posted for that. Like I said, y'all, I'm doing the 35% off giveaway, or not the 35% off Patreon membership. If y'all want to sign up for it, check that first link in the description box so that way y'all can become part of the trading group membership page and get access to a bunch of different things in there. So I list everything that y'all have access to. So I highly encourage y'all to check it out. The 35% off special will only be going on for maybe the next day or so. I don't plan on leaving it open very long, but go ahead and get signed up because it's the beginning of the month, and I want to give you that 35% off special for the beginning of the month and becoming a Patreon member with us too as well. So if y'all stuck around for the end of this video, I'm leaving off here on the 4-day. So comment down below 4-day chart, and I really appreciate that, everyone. And without much further being said, making this a shorter video, I'll see you on the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.